see, it's been like 2 3 weeks. It'd be like that. That's because I took a little break after I finished my challenge, but now I am back at it again. And to bring back the yoganess, we are starting with a restorative flow today. Not gonna do nothing too crazy to, bring myself back into going live every day. We're gonna start off with something gentle, something restorative, easy peasy, going with the flow type stuff. So if you guys are ready for that, go ahead and meet me in a seated position. We're first gonna start with some breath work, just moving, shifting our energy into the space of healing and restorativeness. All right, so let's go ahead and take a seat. And like I said, we are first going to start just with some breath work. So if you guys are ready for that, you can close your eyes or you can keep them open. It really don't matter. To be honest, it really don't matter. Me personally, I'm going to close my eyes. So I'm just going to set my hands on my knees, but you guys don't have to do that. You actually can set your hands in heart chakra center, on your knees, maybe even on the mat, maybe even in your lap. It really don't matter. Wherever your hands are most comfortable at. I'm going to set mine on my knees. I'm going to close my eyes and I'm going to take a deep breath in. I'm breathing in through my nose here, lengthening up through my spine, stretching the crown of my head towards the sky as I take a deep breath in and a deep breath out as we relax our body, sinking into our sit bones, releasing the breath out your mouth here. Go ahead and hold that. Then take another deep breath with me, inhaling nice and slow. Stretching up nice and tall as you hold that deep breath in. And exhale as you release, sitting and sinking deeply into your sit bones here. Let's do that for about, I'm gonna say 3 more breaths. Let's do that 3 more breaths. Inhale with me. Lengthening your spine here, stretching up nice and tall. And exhale as you sink into your sit bones, sinking into the mat here. 2 more times, deep breath with me. And a deep breath out. 1 more breath here, inhale, lengthening through your spine here, stretching the crown of your head towards the sky. And exhale as you release, sinking into your sit bones, nice and slow here. Go ahead and open your eyes if they were closed, and with our next deep breath in, this time we're going to stretch both our arms above our head. So deep breath with me. Stretch both your arms above your head, lengthen through those fingertips, lengthen through your spine as you stretch the crown of your head towards the sky. Deep breath in, inhaling through our nose. And as you exhale, you're going to release both your hands down to the side, relaxing the body, sinking back into the mat. So let's do that 2 more times. Deep breath with me. Stretch up nice and tall. Lengthen through your fingertips. Lengthen through the crown of your head as you stretch your spine up nice and tall here. Deep breath out as you slowly release your hands down to your side. Relax your shoulders, relax your spine. Deep breath with me. Stretch it up 1 last time. Inhale. Lengthen through those fingertips. Lengthen through your spine. Deep breath through your nose. And a deep breath out as we release the hands down to our side, nice and slow. This time, as we take another deep breath in, we're going to roll our shoulders up. And as we exhale, we're going to roll the shoulders down and back. And let's keep that movement going. Deep breath in, we're rolling our shoulders up. Exhale, sending the shoulders down and back. Let's do that a couple more times. Inhale, shoulders go up. Exhale, rolling them down and back, nice and slow. Last breath here. Inhale, rolling those shoulders up. Exhale, down and back. This time we're actually going to reverse that movement. So inhale, shoulders come up. But this time, instead of going down and back as we exhale, we're going to go down and forward. So we're rolling our shoulders forward. Deep breath in, shoulders go up. Exhale, down and forward. Keep that going. Inhale. Exhale, down and forward. Last breath here. Exhale, down and forward. Go ahead and shake that out now. Roll those shoulders out. Shake it out for a deep breath in and a deep breath out. One last breath here. Exhale and release as you find stillness. Find stillness here for a deep breath in and a deep breath out. With your next deep breath in, stretch those arms above your head, lengthen through those fingertips. And this time as you exhale, we're going to take our right hand, we're going to set our right hand down to the mat. We're going to take our left hand, we're going to stretch it overhead, getting a slight stretch down the left side of our body here. Go ahead and take another deep breath with me. And a deep breath out, settling into this stretch. 2 more breaths here. Inhaling through the nose and exhaling out the nose or mouth. One last breath here. And this time as you exhale, you're going to release your left hand down towards the mat, coming back into your seated position. Take a deep breath with me. Stretch both the arms up. Lengthen through those fingertips. Lengthen your spine up. And this time as we exhale, we're going to take our left hand. Place your left hand on the mat. Take your right hand. Stretch it overhead. Getting a nice slight stretch down the right side of our body here. Go ahead and settle here for 3 breaths. Inhale with me. And exhale it out. If you want to deepen the stretch, you can always lower down onto your forearm to deepen the stretch down the right side of your body. But like I said, that is optional. You don't have to do that. You can stay raised up on your hand just like so. For one last breath, inhale with me. And as you exhale, go ahead and release that right hand down to the side. So both our hands are on the mat here. Taking another deep breath with me. And a deep breath out. We are now going to introduce a slight spinal twist just to warm us up some more. We're going to take another deep breath with me. Stretch those arms above your head. Now this is where we start preparing for our slight spinal twist. We're going to be taking our right hand. We're going to be placing our right hand on our left knee. With your left hand, you're going to place that slightly behind your back like so. You're going to be taking a deep breath in, stretching up, lengthening the spine. And as you exhale, you'll slightly twist towards the left, turning your head to gaze over the left shoulder. If accessible, if you cannot do that, you don't have to gaze over the left shoulder. You can just slightly turn towards the left. You don't have to turn all the way if that's not what you're able to do right now. But remember, as you take your deep breath in, we are lengthening the spine. We are stretching up nice and tall. And as we exhale, we are twisting maybe just a little bit deeper. That is optional though. You do not have to twist deeper. I'm just giving you guys the option to do so. We're gonna settle for 2 more breaths here. So inhale with me. And exhale it out. One last breath here. Inhale through your nose. And as you exhale, we're going to slowly twist out, turning our gaze back to sensors, slowly censoring the spine. When you're doing any type of spinal twist, guys, you don't want to move fast. Slow and controlled is the best movements for any type of spinal twist. So let's take another deep breath in, stretching those arms above our head, lengthening our spine, lengthening through our fingertips here. And as you exhale, this time we're going to be taking our left hand. We're going to place our left hand on our right knee. We're going to take our right hand and we're going to place it slightly behind us. Deep breath in as you stretch up nice and tall. And exhale as you twist, turning your gaze towards the right. And like I said, that is optional. You don't have to turn your gaze all the way if that's not accessible for you. Just remember, as you take your deep breath in, you're stretching up nice and tall. And as you exhale, you're twisting slowly, if accessible. Let's take another deep breath here. And a deep breath out. 2 more breaths here, inhaling through the nose. And exhaling out the nose or mouth. 1 last breath here, inhale with me. And as you exhale, slowly twist out. Slowly turn to center. No fast movements here. We don't want to injure our spine. So let's take another deep breath here once you find center. And a deep breath out. As we uncross our legs, we're actually going to spin around, coming into our tabletop. So nice and slow movements here. Coming into hands and knees position. We're going to be stacking our wrists under the shoulders, stacking our knees under the hips, and our knees are also going to be about hip distance apart. Go ahead and settle here. Take your time to get there. There is no rush. Once there in your tabletop, go ahead and take another deep breath in and a deep breath out. Let's take another deep breath in as we dip our belly, slightly raising our gaze, coming into our cow pose. And as you exhale, we're going to slowly round the spine, bringing our chin to our chest, settling into our cat pose. We're just going to keep this movement going nice and slow here, guys. Deep breath with me. Dipping the belly, slightly arching the spine here as our chest comes out and expand. Slowly raising our gaze here. And a deep breath out as you round the spine. Bringing chin to your chest. Nice and slow movements here. Deep breath in. Arching the spine. Coming into your cow pose. And exhale it all out as you round the spine, slightly tucking your chin into your chest here. Deep breath with me. Inhale. Coming into your cow pose. And a deep breath out. Slowly moving in to your cat pose here. We're going to do that one last time. So inhale with me. Deep breath in as we come into our cow pose. We're actually going to settle here in our cow for 3 deep breaths. So inhale with me. And exhale it out. Remember, guys, you do not have to force the arch in your spine. Your spine is just going to naturally arch on its own. Let's settle for 2 more breaths here. One last breath here in our cow pose. And as you exhale, go ahead, slightly round that spine, bringing your chin into your chest, settling into our cat pose. We're going to settle here in our cat for 3 deep breaths. Go ahead and inhale with me. And exhale it out. 2 more breaths here. One last breath here. Inhale with me. And exhale it out as you center your spine, coming back into a tabletop. So our spine is not arched, nor is it rounded. We're just coming into a center position here. Taking another deep breath in. And a deep breath out as we start to walk our hands out, lowering our chest down to the mat, coming into a puppy's pose. Go ahead and keep your knees and hips exactly where they are as you lower your chin or forehead down to the mat. Go ahead and settle here for 4 deep breaths. Go ahead, inhale with me. And exhale it out. Settle here, relaxing the neck, relaxing the shoulders and your arms here for 3 more breaths. Inhale with me. And exhale it out. 2 more breaths here. One last breath here. Inhale with me. And as you exhale, go ahead and pick your chin or forehead up off the mat as you walk your hands back into your tabletop. Taking another deep breath in. And a deep breath out here. This time as we inhale, we're going to take our right hand. We're going to stretch it up towards the sky as we turn our gaze towards our right fingertips. Deep breath with me. And as you exhale, you're going to take that right hand. You're going to thread it under the left shoulder, sending your right shoulder down towards the mat. taking your head, laying it down on the mat. Optional to extend the left arm in front of you, just like so, or you can take your left hand around your back to grab onto your thigh, coming into a bind here. Either option that you chose to do is fine. We're just gonna take a deep breath here in our thread the needle pose. Inhale with me and exhale it out. 2 more breaths here. Inhale and exhale it out. 1 last breath here. Inhale with me. And as you exhale, if you had your hand in a bind like so, go ahead and unbind your arm, sending your left hand down towards the mat. Take another deep breath with me as we unthread our right arm, sending it back into the air, turning our gaze towards our right fingertips. And as we exhale, let's bring that right hand back down to the mat, coming back into our tabletop. Readjust and shift if need be. Let's take another deep breath here. And a deep breath out. If your knees are feeling a little sensitive here on your tabletop, you can always take a blanket and fold it and set that folded blanket under your knees for a bit of support if you're feeling a little sensitive here. If not, we can just continue with our flow. We're gonna take another deep breath in, but this time we're gonna take our left hand, stretch your left arm up towards the sky, turning your gaze towards your left fingertips. Inhale here. And as you exhale, go ahead and send that left arm under the right, threading that needle here, sending the left shoulder down towards the mat. Go ahead and take your right arm. Optional to extend it out in front of you, or you can take it around for a bind, grabbing onto your left thigh here. Go ahead and settle for 3 deep breaths. Inhale with me. And exhale it out. 2 more breaths here. Inhale. And exhale it out. 1 last breath here. And as you exhale, if you had your arm in a bind like so, go ahead and unthread that right arm, sending the right hand down towards the mat. Deep breath with me as we unthread the left arm, sending that back into the sky, turning our gaze towards our left fingertips here. Take a deep breath with me. Exhale as you send that left hand down towards the mat, coming back into your tabletop. Inhale here. And exhale it out as you send your hips down towards your heels, coming into a child's pose. Optional to widen your knees apart from each other, or you can either bring your knees closer to each other. Whatever makes this position more accessible for you. We're just going to extend our arms in front of us just like so. Or if that's not comfortable for you, you can always take your arms down by your side and relax here for a couple of breaths. So go ahead, settle your forehead down to the mat, taking a deep breath with me. And a deep breath out here in our child's pose. Couple more breaths here. Inhale. And exhale it out. 2 more breaths here. Inhaling through the nose. And exhaling out the nose or mouth. 1 last breath here. And as we exhale, if you had your arms down by your side like me, go ahead and place them out in front of you. We're gonna meet our people who have their arms extended out in front of them. Go ahead and meet each other here. Still in our child's pose, we just have our arms extended out in front of us. Take a deep breath with me. And a deep breath out as we pick our forehead up, lifting our hips up as we come back into our tabletop. If you had your knees together, go ahead and widen them back into your hip distance. Readjust if need be as we take our deep breath in. And a deep breath out as we tuck our toes, pick up our hips, and shift back into a downward dog. We're gonna go ahead and paddle out our legs here in our downward dog. Taking a deep breath in and a deep breath out. Keep on walking that dog out. As you relax your neck, keeping your gaze centered on your big toes. Just let your neck and head hang heavy here. And take your deep breath in. And your deep breath out. Continuing to walk out that dog. Continue to walk it out for one last breath. Inhale with me. And as you exhale, go ahead and find stillness here in your downward dog. And it's totally fine if your heels do not touch the ground all the way. Just settle for one last deep breath here. Inhale with me. And as you exhale, we're going to go ahead and we're going to walk our feet to our hands nice and slow here, settling into our forward fold. Now, if this is too intense for you, there's always an option to bend the knees to make your forward fold more accessible for you. Go ahead and just bend those knees. Let your neck and head hang heavy here as you take a deep breath in and a deep breath out. Optional to sway from side to side here in your forward fold. Taking another deep breath in and a deep breath out. I'm actually going to extend my legs. Well, that is optional. You can keep your knees bent if that makes you more comfortable here. I'm just looking for a deeper stretch, so that's why I'm extending my legs. So I'm looking for a deep stretch down the backs of my legs here. We're gonna settle for 2 more breaths. Inhale with me. Remember, we're letting our neck and head hang heavy here. Just keep the neck relaxed for 2 more breaths. Inhale. And exhale it out. One last breath here. And as you exhale, go ahead and place your hands in front of your feet like so. We're gonna go ahead and widen our stance a little bit wider than hip distance actually, as we deepen our fold. And like I said, to make this more accessible, you're always, I forgot what I was gonna say. I'm gonna be honest with y'all. My mind went like totally blank. I forgot every word I was gonna think of and said, like it literally just went blank in it. But anyway, you guys can bend your knees to make this fold more accessible for yourself as well. I'm just gonna take a deep breath here and a deep breath out. Let's take 2 more breaths here. I'm going to extend my legs, but you guys don't have to do so. You can keep your knees bent if that's more comfortable for you. We're gonna take 1 more deep breath here. And as we exhale, we're going to prepare ourselves to sink down into our Malasana. If you're not comfortable sinking down to Malasana, you can always opt out to take a couple of blocks, maybe sit on some blocks, or you can opt out to just sit down in a comfortable seated position if you're not comfortable doing Malasana yet. Let's take another deep breath here. And as we exhale, let's turn our feet out at an angle as we sink our hips down, come down into our Malasana. Readjust if need be. We're gonna sit here for a couple of breaths. And like I said, for those of you guys who are not very comfortable in your Malasana, you can always just opt out to come into a butterfly. You can opt out to come into a seated butterfly like so. You can still get your hip stretch and it won't be as intense as a Malasana. I'm gonna go back into my Malasana, but I just wanted to give you guys an option if you guys did not want to do Malasana. We're gonna take a deep breath here and a deep breath out. I'm actually going to bring my hands into prayer as I inhale through the nose and exhale out the mouth. I'm gonna take 2 more breaths here. Inhale with me and exhale it out. Let's take 1 more breath here. And as we exhale, let's take our hands, let's place them on the mat. Let's go ahead and sit our glutes all the way down. And let's bring our legs into a butterfly. We're gonna meet those who are already in butterfly. Go ahead. Let's go ahead. All the class meets here in butterfly today. So we take a deep breath in. We're not flapping our wings yet. We're just sitting here in butterfly, sitting here in stillness. I'm actually gonna turn towards you guys. All right, like I said, we're just sitting here in stillness, taking a deep breath in. And yes, I have my eyes closed because the sun is literally beaming in my eyes and I can't see like that. So I'm closing my eyes. So we're gonna take a deep breath in And as we exhale, now we're going to start to flap our legs up and down, flapping the wings of our butterfly here. Deep breath with me, and a deep breath out. And y'all, I'm gonna read all the comments when we're done with the yoga flow. I know I haven't been reading the comments. That's because I can barely see the phone. Like, the sun is like in my face right now and I can barely see the comments. So we're just gonna wait till we're done with the yoga and then I'm gonna read all the comments. But let's take another deep breath here and a deep breath out. One last breath here in our butterfly. Inhale with me. And as we exhale, find stillness. Go ahead and take your hands, go ahead and place them by your sides, a little bit behind your back like so. We're actually going to separate our feet from each other as we place our feet down to the mat, keeping our knees up in the air. We're going to prepare ourselves for some 90-90s. Let's go ahead and take another deep breath with me. And as we exhale, we're just gonna knock our knees down to the right side. Notice how my legs are making 90-degree angles. That's why they call them 90-90s. I'm pretty sure that's not the only name for it. You know, there's many names for the same thing. I'm just calling it 90-90s because, like, that's what I learned that it was called. But I'm pretty sure there's another name for it if you call it something else. But we're gonna take a deep breath here. And a deep breath out as we pick our knees up, knocking them over to the left side. Inhale with me. And a deep breath out as we switch to the opposite side. And we're just gonna keep this movement going. Inhaling here. And exhaling as we switch to the opposite side. Nice and slow movements here. Not moving too fast, just moving with our breath. Moving with the breath, guys. Y'all, something is poking the heck out of me. I'm not gonna lie. Like, something is low-key stabbing me. But, you know, it's all good. It's all good. Inhale with me. And exhale it out. We're gonna do that a couple more times here. One last breath here. And as we exhale, go ahead and pick your knees back up. This time, go ahead and extend the legs down, coming into a wide straddle pose. Let's take a deep breath here. And a deep breath out. Optional to widen your stance as wide as you can or as wide as you're comfortable with. I'm going to widen my legs about as wide as my mat, as you guys can see. And I'm gonna take a deep breath here. And a deep breath out. I'm gonna take another deep breath in as I extend my arms above my head, stretching up nice and tall. Lengthening through my fingertips here. And as I exhale, I'm going to turn and fold over my left leg. It's okay if you don't fold all the way down. You can actually place your hands on the mat and just hinge slightly at the hips. You don't have to come all the way down. But if you want to, you can bring your chin or forehead down to your left leg. Taking a deep breath here. And a deep breath out. Let's settle for 2 more breaths here. One last breath here. And as you exhale, we're going to slowly sit back up, turning ourselves back to center. Deep breath in as you extend those arms above your head, stretch up nice and tall. And exhale as you turn to fold over the right leg, lowering down nice and slow. Like I said, you don't have to fold all the way down. You can just slightly hinge at the hips if that's comfortable for you. I'm just gonna take 3 breaths here. Inhale with me. And exhale it out. 2 more breaths here. One last breath here. And as you exhale, we're just going to slowly sit back up nice and slow, turning ourselves back to center. Let's take a deep breath in. Lengthen your spine, stretch up through the crown of your head here. And as you exhale, we're going to hinge from the hips, folding forward, placing our hands in front of us just like so. Flexing our feet here. If you want, you can lay your forehead down on your forearms like so if that is accessible for you. And if not, you can always just come up to sit up on your hands just like so. Me personally, I'm just gonna go to lay down on my forearms because that's just what's comfortable for me. And I'm gonna take a deep breath here and a deep breath out. Let's take 2 more breaths here. One last breath here. And as you exhale, we're going to sit back up, walking our hands back into center. Let's take another deep breath in. And a deep breath out as we pull our legs into our easy seat pose or crisscross applesauce, whatever you want to call it. We're going to take a deep breath here. And a deep breath out as we turn to face the front of our mat. Go ahead and extend your legs down in front of you just like so. We're going to use our hands for assistance to lower down onto our back. Nice and slow movements here. Come to lay flat down. Let me move my beads out the way so I can lay my head comfortably down on the mat. Optional to extend your arms down by your side, or you can either lay them over your stomach, maybe either lay them over your chest, whatever's most comfortable for you. I'm gonna lay mine over my stomach, and I'm gonna take a deep breath here. And a deep breath out. Honestly, my body kind of wants to go into a ball right now. So we're gonna take a deep breath in. We're actually going to pick our knees up, setting our feet flat against the mat. Go ahead and walk your feet closer to you, close enough where you're able to reach out and grab onto your knees or grab onto your thighs and bring them close to your chest. Go ahead and wrap your arms around your legs like so, coming to a cradle or a little ball, whatever you want to call it. We're gonna take a deep breath here. And a deep breath out. Just hugging our knees into our chest here. Maybe even rocking side to side, giving that tailbone and your lower back a little massage here. I find this movement very soothing, especially if I'm doing a recovery flow, restorative flow, gentle flow, whatever you want to call it. I just like to always do this move right here. My spine thanks me for it. Always. My lower back thanks me for it whenever I do this right here. So I'm going to take a deep breath. And a deep breath out. Just slowly rocking from left to right, right to left, whatever. Just moving with the breath here. Nice and slow movements. Let's take one last breath here. And as we exhale, let's find stillness. Go ahead and find stillness in your little cradle. One last breath here. And as we exhale, slowly release your arms from your legs. As you slowly guide your feet back down to the mat. Deep breath here. And a deep breath out as you slowly lay your legs flat against the mat here. Nice and slow movements. Go ahead and lay your arms down by your side, facing your palms towards the sky, settling into our Savasana here. Resting pose. Or corpse pose, whatever you want to call it. Some people call this corpse pose. Some people call this Savasana. Some people call this sleeping pose. fully in resting pose. Some people even call this star pose. So, you know, whatever name you want to call this position, it really doesn't matter. We're just going to settle here for a deep breath in and a deep breath out. Hello, something is crawling on me. I do not appreciate that. I do not appreciate that at all. Alrighty. Now that I got that moved off me, now we can settle into our resting pose. Just letting our body become heavy here. Just sink into the mat. Rest your toes, rest your feet, your heels, your ankles. Rest your shins, rest your calf muscles. Rest your knees. Rest your thighs, rest your quads. Rest your hips. Rest your waist. Rest your spine, your chest, your fingertips, your wrists, your arms, your elbows, your shoulders, your neck, your head. Just relax here. And I'm actually going to stop talking. I'm going to give you guys, you know, some time of silence to settle your mind, to settle your body. Let's go ahead and just focus our awareness on our breath here. Just focus your awareness on your deep breaths in and your deep breath out. Maybe even focus your awareness on your blood flow. Feel your blood flowing throughout your body here as you settle into your Savasana. I'm going to stop talking now and give you guys that moment of silence. Let's take a couple more moments here in silence. Deepening our breaths. One last breath here. We're now with our next deep breath in. Go ahead and wiggle your fingers, wiggle your toes, rotate your ankles, rotate your wrists. Do any type of micro movements here to awaken your body once more. Deep breath with me and a deep breath out. Slowly start to awaken your body once more with any type of micro movement you want to do here. Moving with your breath. Let's take another deep breath in as we start to bend those knees, placing our feet flat against the mat here, walking our feet closer to our glutes, close enough for our arms to reach out, to grab onto our thighs, grab onto our knees, coming back into our cradle here. Deep breath with me. And a deep breath out as you will give yourself a little momentum, rocking from left to right. Keep on rocking. until you have enough momentum to rock all the way over to the right side. Rock all the way over. Place your left hand on the mat. Push your left hand against the ground to sit up, coming into a seated position. Go ahead and meet me back into a crisscross applesauce or easy seat pose, you know, whatever you want to call it. Just meet me back there. Go ahead and settle your hands either on your knees, on the mats, maybe in your lap, whatever is most comfortable. We're just going to bring our practice to a close with a deep breath in and a deep breath out. Let's go ahead and thank ourselves for our practice today. Let's thank our bodies, thank our minds, thank our spirits. Let's be thankful and grateful for this moment, space of time. With a deep breath in, we're going to breathe in that grateful energy. Go ahead and breathe that in and breathe that out. Let's do that 2 more times. Breathe it in and breathe it out. One last breath here. Breathe in the gratitude and breathe it out. Alrighty guys, and with that, we're gonna bring our practice to a close. Thank you guys for watching, for liking, and for commenting. I greatly appreciate y'all. I'm going to read all of these comments before we wrap things up for real, for real. Let's go ahead and get up. Let me dust my mat off, then let me roll it up. Then I'm gonna read these. Let's go ahead and dust that off. I got a whole bunch of leaves on here, whole bunch of dust on here. All right, let me go ahead and roll that up. Alrighty. Now I can read all these comments and then I can let's go do the skedaddle on y'all. Alrighty, let me scroll up. All right. The Money Boy said hi with the waving hand. Hey, what's up with y'all? Thank you for commenting. Zach Lang said hi as well. Thank you for joining. Connor said hi, and they also said hi again with the waving hand. Hey, what's up with you? What's up with you? Mary said hola. Hey, hola, ¿cómo estás? You know, I'm doing good today. I hope you're doing good as well. They also said hi with the waving hand. Okay, and I am doing good. Thank you for asking. You know, I hope you're doing great. I hope all of y'all are doing great. I hope all of y'all are having the best day y'all can today. Okay, I hope all y'all are doing great. All right, and Mr. Lucino said definitely H.E.R. Definitely her. Yeah, no, I don't know what you mean by that, but like, yes. Just yes. I don't know what you mean by that, but yes. But anyway, thank y'all for commenting. Thank y'all for liking. I think that's all the comments for now. But yes, I'm finna catch y'all later. Peace and love. I hope you guys enjoy your day, night, morning, evening, you know, whatever time it is when you are watching this video. I hope you are enjoying yourselves and y'all enjoy the rest of y'all day, night, or you know, whatever time it is where you're at. Enjoy the rest of it. And I will see you guys later. Peace and love. Alrighty, y'all. It's time for me to go.